Welcome to Sweethearts or Rivals. I'm Charla.
I'm Justin.
What are we going to do today?
Today we're going to do a top 5 list.
What's our list?
Top 5 games new to us 2016.
Right.
Yeah.
So the games on this list are not all going to be from 2016.
Correct.
These are just games that we played for the very first time in 2016 and our very favorite ones.
That's right. So we're going to start with number 5.
We are.
Go ahead.
Mine?
Go for it.
My first one, number 5, is going to be Time Stories, which is actually a 2016 game.
Nice.
I don't think we can talk about it because,
Spoilers?
It's very secretive.
It is very interesting. Kind of like a mix of a board game with some elements and some almost like choose your own adventure type stuff.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
It feels very choose your own adventurous.
Yes.
But I find how they have that set up, like the mechanisms to represent that in the game,
Yes.
work very super well.
Yeah.
And it's really fun to feel like you're on a discovery.
Yeah.
You're on an investigative journey.
Yeah.
And to put it in a board game,
It's kind of neat.
I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah. I think it helps too that we are role players, so we play a lot of RPGs, which are based off of a lot of intuitive play.
Mm-hmm.
I think Time Stories, it helps if you can do that as well.
Right.
Otherwise, you'll constantly be thinking, I don't understand the rule for this particular situation.
Right.
Yeah. So that helps. Cool. My number 5 is La Granja.
La Granja.
Granja.
It's La Granja.
Whatever. Yes. I like that game a lot.
It is fun.
Yeah. Many, many different kind of paths to victory that you got to constantly balance which way to go.
Right.
It's awesome. What's your number 4?
My number 4 is The Voyages of Marco Polo.
Nice.
I really enjoyed it. We got to play it when we went to the Boardroom Game Cafe in Halifax.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I only got to play it the one time, so it's going to be hard for me to describe what it's about.
Yes.
But the resources are really cool. I really like that they had the different shapes resources. You have camels as a resource.
Yep.
But you're getting your resources from dice placement.
Yeah.
Or you're taking the dice or something. There's something to do with dice. Now you're rolling the dice, and then you get to place them out, and then get your resources. And then you're traveling along, and you're doing something when you're traveling. I only played it once, so... But I really, 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 really liked it.
Yes.
And had we had more time, I would have wanted to stay and probably play it again.
Yeah. So you roll your dice, and then you use your dice as almost like worker placement activation stuff.
Mm-hmm.
To, again, like you say, get resources, trade resources, travel, all that kind of stuff. Really good Euro-y system. Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, you are playing as a specific character with an overwhelming special ability.
Crazy special abilities.
Yeah.
But it's okay because everyone has a really overwhelmingly exciting special ability.
Yeah.
Which is also fun.
Yeah.
So you're like a superhero riding a camel, getting points to win the game.
Yeah. And every power seems like it breaks the game. But every power seems like it breaks the game.
It doesn't matter because everyone has this,
exactly.
an awesome crazy power.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that was very cool. It's not on my list only because we only got to play it the one time.
Well, when I went over all the games that we played in 2016, I was like, which of these games do I really want to play? Right now, I'm just sitting here. What do I want to play right now?
Yeah.
That's what I want to play.
Yeah. We're going to have to get that this year.
Mm-hmm.
Big time. Mm-hmm. Cool. My number 4 is Francis Drake.
Francis Drake.
Yeah. Really enjoy that.
It's a good game too.
And it's like 2 separate games. First of all, you got the getting stuff phase, which is a really good game.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got the placing your commands out on the board face down, so there's kind of deduction,
kind of
bluffing,
movement placement sort of.
Yeah, all in one with amazing components.
Mm-hmm.
And I really enjoy that.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And even the 2-player variant, because it does work better with more than 2 players.
Yes.
But the 2-player variant is pretty excellent as well.
Yeah, does work well.
It works.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. What's your number 3?
My number 3 is At the Gates of Yuling.
Ooh, radishes.
Yes. Because, well, you've got all these little cute produce meeples.
Yes.
Which, that doesn't hurt the game, because it's just so cute.
Yep.
But it's got such an interesting way of, like, farming.
Yes.
And then trying to puzzle out how you're going to buy these points.
Yeah. Very unique card play.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very tight game. If you make like a little tiny mistake, you're like, oh, I'm ruined.
Yeah, what am I going to do now?
Which is awesome. Yeah. Kind of the game that, like, when you win, or even when you lose, like, looking at your score, you're trying to puzzle out exactly how to do better next time. Mm-hmm. So it's very skill-based.
It is.
Yeah, which is cool.
And the more you play it, for sure, way you're going to be way better at it.
Yeah, exactly. My number 3 is Gold West.
I knew that was going to be on your list.
Yeah. Just like, again, that kind of perfect mid-weight, multiple paths to victory, balancing each of them. Mm-hmm. Awesomeness.
I really like the gameplay.
Yep.
But I find the theme is a little dry for me.
It's awesome.
And the artwork is a little dry.
Awesome.
So, I don't know. But it's an awesome game, too.
Yep. Yeah. Needed like a Westworld expansion.
That's scary. That's real scary.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Let's move on. What's your number 2?
My number 2, which I'm going to surprise all the viewers that know me very well.
Uh-oh.
It's Grand Austria Hotel.
Oh, my goodness.
I know. I even surprised you.
I guess it's a keeper.
Yeah. I don't know what it is about that game. That game and me have a love-hate relationship.
There we go.
I don't know if I love it or hate it, but obviously I must love it because it's my number 2 game that I played in all of 2016.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I'm glad we kept it because we've been playing it more and I am enjoying it a lot.
And it's just, I think it's because it's so challenging.
Yeah.
And that it has interesting mechanisms.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I don't really feel too beat down by the game either. So I need to get better at it and I just want to play it more.
There we go.
It's really intriguing. It's such a weird relationship I have with it. I don't know.
But as long as you are enjoying playing it.
I am.
Good.
Yeah.
I will continue to enjoy beating you.
I mean, I really do feel upset when I get lapped like once or twice on the scoreboard. Like, that's upsetting.
That doesn't happen very often anymore.
Not too often, but it still gives me that drive that I want to get better, and the game is fun enough that I don't mind keeping playing it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. My number 2 is The Gallierist.
Ooh. That's a good one.
It is. It's really heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And
literally and figuratively.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And every time it's your turn, you've got to ponder 5 or 6 different consequences to what seems like a very simple thing, like, I've got 3 choices, but you don't. You have a whole lot more. And I think one of the reasons why I love it so much is because you can get overwhelmed by the calculation of all the moves, and then all that overwhelmedness goes away because you can make a lot of your decisions thematically. Mm-hmm. And they make sense thematically and help you win the game.
Right.
Which I think is awesome.
Cool.
And I think technically I've won once, but I didn't know it at the time because we forgot one rule at the end. Mm-hmm. So it feels like I still haven't beat you at it.
Right.
Yeah, The Gallierist. Awesome game.
Well, I'll keep continuing to play it and winning and beating you.
There we go.
It's like the opposite of what you just...
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grand Austria.
What's your number 1?
My number 1 game that I played in 2016 is The Gallierist.
Yeah, I figured.
I love it. It's beautiful, number 1.
Yeah.
So I love games that are beautiful. Mm-hmm. And also the gameplay.
Yeah.
Like, I find it's very intuitive on how to play.
Yeah.
And it's just, I also love art. I love making art. Mm-hmm. So it's a theme that I really like as well, but it's also a very heavy, interesting game too.
Yeah.
And it keeps my imagination going and my interest going in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just really good.
Yeah.
And a lot of interesting decisions. But sometimes it's really obvious on what you need to do. It's like, well, I don't have anything in my gallery. I guess I have to go buy art.
Sometimes.
Or I'm going to discover that guy so I can get some art cheaper, and then I can really make a lot of money on it.
See, for me, it's always like, this is what I should do next. But if I were to do this other thing first, it would make doing that better.
Oh.
But if I do that first, if I did this first, it would make that better, which would make that better.
I think you're thinking about it way too much.
Apparently so.
Yeah.
Because there's always things that you can
just
do
art.
that make things better.
Art, you just go with the flow and you create, and it's really relaxing. It's a nice game. I love it.
It's like your Gallierist is mine Grand Theft Auto. Yeah. Grand Austria Hotel.
Really?
Yeah. Because Grand Austria Hotel, yeah, I just go with the flow and, I'm just going to do this next.
No, there's way too many hard decisions in Grand Austria.
Yeah, and I don't find that.
That's funny.
It's interesting.
What's your number one?
My number one is Star Wars Rebellion.
I should have known that.
Yep. There are two things that kind of hold Star Wars Rebellion back. I don't know what from, because it's still my number one. One is it is a very long game.
Very, very long.
Yep. Two, we have a couple of issues with the combat system, which we may or may not have fixed with some house rules. We need more research. But what makes it my number one is just the awesome narrative that it creates.
It's fun, yeah. That part of it's really fun.
Yeah. Really good mechanisms, really good game, really enjoyed playing it, but the narrative that kind of comes out of it just blows my mind away.
Now, I've played the Rebellion and the Empire.
Yep.
I don't know why I was going to say Republic. Anyway, I've played them both.
Yep.
I think I like being Darth Vader better than Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I enjoyed them both.
Did you?
Yep.
I think I enjoy the Empire a little bit more playing that game than the Rebellion. Even though, I'm totally a Jedi when I'm watching the movies.
There you go. Well, it's interesting because as the Empire, you do have some deduction to do, which is tricky.
Yeah.
But the rest of your game is fairly straightforward. Amass your empire, spread out and conquer.
I think that's why I like it better. It's more straightforward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas for the Rebellion, you do have to play these mind games to keep your base hidden. And then a lot of the ways that you win are to set up these little tiny situations that let you play your cards. So there's a lot of trickery. It's not straightforward, build up your armies and go conquer.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so that might be why.
I think it is.
Very asymmetrical two-player game.
Yeah.
Of awesomeness.
It's good.
Yeah.
Do you have any of your list on what almost made your list?
Not really, no.
I have some.
Okay.
So if I had to have made a top 10, it would have been really hard because I have 3 games that would have been in the 6th position.
Oh, like what?
Which would have been Gold West,
Yeah.
Signore,
Nice.
and Yunnan.
Ooh. Yunnan. Yes, good.
Yeah, I really like those as well. Like it was really hard to not put them in the top 5, but also my top 5 are my top 5.
There you go.
Kind of thing.
Nice.
And then also I really like Council of 4 and Via Nebula.
Yeah, those are both excellent. Yeah, very good stuff. Cool.
Awesome.
I'd agree. Those would be, I don't know if they'd be 6, but they would be very close. Yeah. Right on. So those are the top 5 games that we played new to us in 2016.
Right.
Right on.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks a lot.
We'll see you in the next video.
Laters.